What's going on, guys? Hey, welcome to the channel. If it's your first time here, I'm Brandon and I'm sharing how I'm day trading futures with prop firms until I get a payout. So I got home late from work today. I wanted to quickly put up a video for you guys because I did take one trade and I wanted to break it down. So let's jump over and I'll show you what happened. All right, so here we are on the charts. I know a lot going on here, but as usual, trading NASDAQ. I was not able to catch any type of trade in Asia yesterday. If you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know I like to trade Asia, even London, and build up a little bit of buffer for the next day into New York. That didn't happen. I just did not trade it. Didn't really have the time to get on and see if there were anything setting up. So what I did do is, I was up today about 5 a.m. Usually I'll hop on the charts for a little while, kind of see what's playing out pre-market. And we did have news at 5:30. So I did, there was news. I kind of stayed out of the market. I leave for work at 6:30 in the morning, which is market open. I am on the West Coast. So I just decided to wait. I'll wait till after 7, see what that macro, 4-hour wants to do. And you can see here, again, I know there's a lot of lines going on here. At 7, all of the previous 4 hours swept a high, right? And we actually swept a 4-hour high sitting back over here from August. So I was pretty confident that we were probably going to get some type of reversal. And if you guys have seen any of my past videos, you know my strategy. I like to play a lot of sweeps of liquidity and different stuff like that. I'm very discretionary trader. I go off of a lot of intuition, just looking at how candles are forming in the moment. But I'll usually look at the higher time frames, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, and try to catch a very small move, risking about 200 to make 250 bucks or so. So, I kind of did think, okay, we might be, heading lower. So I drilled down to the 1 hour here. And actually, you know what? I think I was looking at actually it was the 15 minute. Yeah, that's right. It was the 15 minute, because what I looked at 6:30 here is that price came down pretty aggressively, right? And we kind of had this build up a trend line going here, and I saw that we broke it. We kind of had this break of, the low here. So I was thinking price is probably going to want to try to come back up, retest up into this area. I think on the 5 minute, we also had, I built a trend line going here on the 5 minute. We had the old 50 higher time frame trend line here. So as soon as I saw this sweep on the, I think it might have been the 5 minute, maybe the 15 minute, I decided to get short. And what I was going to do is I was just going to target these lows down in here, right? Let me change the color of that for you so you can see it a little bit better. I'll make it yellow. Down in here. Well, didn't quite happen. And so what I want to tell you guys is that I broke a trading rule of mine today. I was working. I was on my phone. Wasn't being able to watch the trade 100%. And you can see things just got... it got really choppy. One thing I was noticing though is that, as price kept wanting to move up here, volume kept falling. So I was seeing that buyers are starting to lose momentum. My stop was originally 20 points. Okay, so it was about right. Actually, it might have been 25 points. And I set that stop using my phone, quickly got into the trade, and then later realized, why do I have my stop up here at a clear resistance area? Price can move up, hit this trend line, and still move down. So I did widen my stop after I entered the trade. So my normal risk is about 200 bucks. I moved it up, I believe, to somewhere up in here, a little bit higher, where I then had trend line protection. I had some protection from this, old support turned resistance there that I thought price was going to reject off of. I think I ended up increasing my risk to about 350 or so. And I was okay with that, but usually I don't like to move my stop. But in this case, I did move it. So I broke a rule. But like I said, I am a discretionary trader. Sometimes I will move stops if I feel like I do have some confluences still going my way. Like I said, volume was dropping, price was moving up. I was like 99% sure we were going to roll over. It just started getting really wicky in here, especially on the 1 minute. It just looked like we were trying to break to the downside. So I did hold the trade. We moved up, went against me a little bit here. Trend lines held. This resistance was holding, so I just held the trade. It eventually rolled all the way over. I think my original stop was 25 points. So you see price would have come up and wicked me out and then eventually just gone in my direction. But price eventually rolled over and I hit full TP for around 320 bucks. And so I decided to just call it a day. After that, I was in this trade for quite a while, from around 7 to 9:20. So it was a long trade. I was kind of looking while I was on my phone, just trying to manage it. Once I had my stop up there, I just told myself, hey, if I take a full loss on it, that's all right. I was willing to accept the risk on that. Not bad. Winning day is a winning day, even though I did break my rules a little bit. And if I did not mention earlier, we are currently going through a 50K core account evaluation on my funded futures. Really loving them so far. And we're up right now, 1134 on the account. So we are making our way. There's 3,000 profit target. We're making our way there. You can see down here the calendar. We've been stacking some nice last week. Nice week there. Took a little bit of a loss on Monday. Clawed it back with 400 bucks yesterday and then 300 today. So I'm going to hop on, maybe catch a move in London this evening, or if not, I'll check pre-market tomorrow. And then if I don't get anything pre-market, we will jump in during New York session while I'm out and working to see if I can't catch a move there. So that was pretty much all today. Again, quick one. Hope you guys got some value out of this. If you got any questions, leave them below in the comments, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.